Is this thing on?
Hey, it's me. I'm Anton here at comiccon.com, your daily slice of comic convention goodness. I am super stoked today. We have somebody amazing in the room. Bryan Lillis is here from Dexter Resurrection. I've seen the first couple of episodes. Fantastic revival of this series.
Yeah.
Super stoked to be here. Hey, man, how are you?
How's it going? Happy to be here.
It's going well. It's been a crazy week. So it's always good to sit
Yeah,
into a nice show and kind of take the edge off. And when saying that about Dexter, that probably says a lot about
literally
how
take
we can
literally take it all off now.
go. Tell our audience a little bit about yourself before I start digging into a little bit of questions about the show and stuff.
Yeah. I've been I feel like I've been acting quite a while, but yeah, I've been a huge fan of the whole Dexter verse for as long as I can remember. I think I've seen the entire thing 7 times through, from start to finish, which is probably more than I should admit. But so when it came along, I was geeking out, total fanboy of the show, and couldn't be any more excited to be a part of it.
Well, I mean, it's fantastic too because you're joining this like franchise that kind of has a legacy, right? How'd you react when you got the call when they were like, "Hey, we want you to
Oh
do this"?
gosh, I couldn't have been more excited. I think the audition came from my manager Lexi at Framework back in November, and yeah, I was actually on vacation. I was in a hotel room with my wife and kids, and so I freaked out. We were both huge fans of the show, like I said. So yeah, I was so excited to film it, and then when we got the call that we got it, I was freaking out, and uh, I think I ripped all my clothes off and ran into the ocean screaming. So
That's
it was
amazing. I mean,
awesome.
that's a cathartic experience, right? Also,
Yep.
disturbing evidence. You're good to go there. That's pretty rad.
Yeah. Yep.
So you're playing. We'll talk a little bit about the character, right? So
Yeah.
you're playing Ryan. Who is he, and how does he fit sort of in the larger narrative of things? Like, what's
Yeah.
that look like?
Yeah. Ryan's a guest at the Empire Hotel who is up to no good. Ryan is a serial date rapist who kind of just buys his way through everything. Harrison helps him out at the hotel, and then when he helps him back to his room with his quote unquote wife, Harrison sees that I'm taking advantage of this girl, and he comes in to save the day. And we have our whole fight, and you see kind of Harrison's storyline. It's going to kind of create a big arc for him and kind of be a catalyst for what's to come for him, and then eventually Dexter for the rest of the season.
And what I think is rad, right? Like sort of connecting with it as I watched it, and I've watched the first episode a couple of times now. It's like I have I love horror, I love slashers, I love monsters. I'm really a big fan of just sort of that genre. I
Yeah.
remember when Netflix sent you DVDs, and I used to just get like 7 horror movies and watch one every day and send one back.
Oh yeah.
But the sort of the date rapist thing is for me it's like a real trigger. I don't know what to call it. Like it immediately
Yeah.
kind of like on edge. And so when
Yeah.
that scene starts playing out, it's like very visceral and like I mean, I've looked at your body of work. You do some really cool stuff. Like you're a family person. You've been in some really rad things. And so it's like, how
Hmm.
do you get into that? Like, what's the draw? How do you play that character? Because it feels like such a dark thing to slip into,
Yeah.
not
It's
being your
it's one
actual
of
personality.
No, it's one of those things. A lot of people have asked where you find inspiration. I'm like, I don't think you can find inspiration for something like that. It's because it's guy's just so vile and gross. I think it's one of those roles where you just try to find the worst sides of people, the worst sides of humanity that you possibly can. And I think we've all. I mean, I've unfortunately been in the entertainment industry as long as I have come across people like that, and I try to pull bits and pieces from each one of those and emulate it. And I got to give credit too to I mean Marcos Siega and Scott Reynolds, Clyde Phillips on set. Just they would even kind of rewrite the scene and the way they shot it in such a way where this guy was so slimy and unlikable, and just Marcos with the red mood lighting, everything about it just made it so it made it really it was easy to step into with the set and everything that they set up. So um yeah.
That's awesome, man. And like you've appeared in like a mix of like film and television, and like what draws you to a role? Like when how do you kind of approach the process of like choosing what projects you want to be on, and kind of where you want to put yourself in the space?
Yeah, I look for I try to find cool directors and just cool shows. I mean, in this case, this is a no-brainer. Like I said, Dexter being a huge fan, Marcos is just such a fun director. I was a fan of other shows he's done as well. I watched Bad Monkeys, and my wife was a huge U fan, so I definitely was guilty by association and watched that show through as well. So yeah, really excited to be part and work with this crew here.
That's awesome, man. My wife is also a fan of you, and it was
Yeah.
you see the Instagram where it's like the husband watching the show, and it
Yep.
kind of goes into that's how I got sucked into it as well. And next thing I know,
100%.
I was like, "Don't watch
Hundred
episodes without me, please. Like, we'll be good. Catch up."
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, it was really fun though. And I've known I remember Penn Badgley. I remember seeing him at auditions back in gosh, probably like 2008, 2009. So it's really fun to see his career evolve and see all the good work he's done too. So I was definitely a fan of that show.
that's awesome, man. And like the cast in this season, is I
Yeah.
mean, it's a powerhouse. It's Peter Dinklage, Michael C. Hall, of course. Uma
Yep.
Thurman is there. I mean, what's it like working kind of in this space with these individuals who sort of shape the landscape of our pop culture narrative? I mean, like, where's your head at when you kind of get in the room with everybody?
Yeah, absolutely, completely surreal. My first day on set, it was a scene, and I think it was from episode 2 in the snow, where Harrison's kind of, he's having these visions and dreams. He's like PTSD from him shooting Dexter. And the very first scene we did was that scene in the snow, and it was Michael C. Hall and Jack Alcott. So that was my first day on set, getting thrown right in, which was surreal just for me with Michael C. Hall, being the fan that I am of his, and then coming back. I mean, just I saw so many of these actors just on the soundstage passing by, getting their wardrobe fittings and stuff. So to see the likes of Uma Thurman and Peter Dinklage, and I got to meet John Lithgow. Like some of these guys were um, just unreal and just at a completely otherworldly caliber. So it was an honor to share the screen with them.
Yes, man, that's so cool. It's just
Yeah,
it's so good to hear that kind of feedback about being in sort of that shared space because acting is such a communal thing. You're playing off each other, you're playing off the space you're
yeah,
in and the direction you're given, and so like it feels really good from a supporting side to be like these are the people that are making the magic, and like you are a magic
yeah,
maker. So I mean, like it's just really rad, man. Like
yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, have to shout out that set. It was easily, I mean, probably the coolest set I've ever been on. Just the coolest set of collaborators and individuals. I mean, I don't have one bad thing to say. I can only rave and say how cool and what an amazing experience it was from top to bottom.
That's fantastic. Was there
Yeah.
anything that was, like, surprising? Like, anything that sort of caught you off guard or that you were when you were working on the set, you were just like, "Whoa, I
Um,
didn't see that coming." Like, "What?" No spoilers, of
probably
course, but, like, was there anything that
no,
blew you away?
no. Some of the like a couple things because I had only because they were the scripts would come out obviously as we shot and everything. We shot in block shooting, so we shot. I think it was the first 3 episodes was the first block we shot. So I only got the script for the first 3 episodes at first. But then I would start seeing props for the upcoming episodes. So those were shocking. You get to see little Easter eggs and they were building the set as we started filming too on the soundstage. So I got to see certain sets from upcoming episodes that were, I mean, I don't want to give anything away, but were so much fun knowing that, like, hey, this actor is going to come back or this person is going to pop up and, that we haven't seen yet. So I'm really excited for fans of the show to see who's going to be coming back on screen.
And that's amazing because I mean, you start watching the episodes now, like, as at the time this is gonna air and this will hit comiccon.com and the socials
Yeah.
and stuff, like, you'll be able to go watch the episodes. You listening to us now, after this, go watch the episodes if you haven't caught up yet.
Yep.
It
Yep.
it has the family, I mean, not the little ones, of course, but has, like,
Yeah.
the wife and other members of extended family and friends sort of seen the first couple of episodes, and are they
Yeah, they have. Yeah, it's funny because my a lot of my family members and friends are all huge fans of the show as well, so they all really enjoyed it and got to watch me get cut up and got to, watch my dismembered body on screen. So it was really, it was quite, it was, I think it was fun and shocking for them.
Well, that's something that came up. My wife and I were talking about the episode, right? And it was one of the
Yeah,
things that came up was like, from a observing perspective, I've I've had surgeries and stuff, so I've seen like my body with stitches and whatever. But like, how does it
yeah,
feel to sort of see like that visceral realness of your
yeah.
yourself on that's got to be like a really surreal out of body experience. Like, what is that like?
It absolutely nuts. So the process we started back in December, so it was I think a 2 or 3 day process. I went and worked with Dave Presto. This guy, he's worked on The Penguin. He got nominated for an Oscar this year for a different man. He's just an insanely talented prosthetics guy. So we did a full body mold. We had to stand there for like 6 or 7 hours, do
Oh,
the face, which was kind of it was complete like sensory deprivation. They did dentures, so I mean they went the full 9 yards. So when I actually saw the first body in person, this thing like the head weighs 40 pounds. Like the legs, I mean, this thing is like carrying an actual chopped up body.
that's
So
so
it
wild.
was absolutely surreal to see it. And I got to steal. I took a piece of the face home with me, so I got that hanging up, and I'll have that forever.
That's amazing. That's so
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
So like looking ahead, are there any sort of, after this season ends, and I don't, again, no spoilers. I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble. But like kind of looking ahead, are there any sort of things that we can expect, like genres, roles, or kind of things that we can expect to see you in soon? Like, is there any new things sort of coming on the horizon that we can get stoked about? Because like you're really good in this. Like,
I
it's
appreciate
fantastic,
it.
man. Like I
I
mean,
appreciate it.
it's one of those
Yeah.
roles, I was talking to my wife and I'm like, you don't like him, but you kind of like it's weird, right? It's that weird balance. So yeah, it's
That's
so
very kind.
fantastic.
That's very kind of you to say. Yeah, I'm looking for the next project right now. I'm actually based out of Texas, so we actually relocated out of Los Angeles during COVID. So I'm in Texas now, and I'm a huge fan of the Taylor Sheridan like Western World. So I would love to get on one of his shows. I'm a huge fan of, I mean, all the Yellowstones, Landman, 1923, 1883. So I would love to end up somehow in that universe. That would be a really, really fun world to work in.
Oh, fantastic universe, man. Those are some of my favorite
Yeah,
shows.
he's so much fun, isn't he?
Well, that new
Yeah.
two part, oh man, it was so good. I'm not even gonna get into it because we nerd out for hours. That's really one of my favorite shows in the world.
So much fun,
Um,
man. And, oh, so much fun.
That's awesome. Dude, look, I know we're running on time. I super appreciate you taking the time to talk to me.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
excited about the
absolutely, man.
show. Like our
Thank
audience
you.
is going to be super stoked about the show. Where can people keep up with you? Instagram, Blue Sky, where are you hanging out?
Yeah, I was kind of off Instagram for a very long time, but I just got back on. So yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. And yeah, I'm trying to be more active and get back on.
Heck
So,
yeah, man.
but yeah, I just started a couple weeks ago here. So hit me
Well,
up.
it's great talking to you, dude. We'll
You as
hopefully
well.
talk again soon when we see some next big rolls up. And
Yeah, man. I appreciate it.
everybody listening at home, go check the show out and have a good rest of your day.
Thanks, guys. All right, man. Have a good one. All right.